What's up, yo gang? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are frying up some seafood, some crab and lobster. You don't want to miss this recipe. Don't go far. We gonna get to it. Yo gang, so we're getting ready to start this cooking, and look right beyond, right here, 12 o'clock on me, there's a little gator swimming right there. Y'all always ask me why she gotta cook with a firearm, why she got to do this. You never know what. Now, I'm not out here just to shoot and hurt anything, but if my life is in danger, I have to be prepared because I am in the wilderness. When I do my outdoor cooking, I love it out here, but you have to be safe. And today's side piece is my Smith & Wesson 2.0 M&P 2.0 40. Y'all haven't seen this one yet, so maybe after this video we'll talk more about it. This is another one that I enjoy. It is a full size, so it's not a compact, and I love her. She holds 15 and she's great. So yes, that's why I carry a firearm. So let me finish getting myself together. I have my Yukon 2-burner propane outdoor, would this be a kitchen? No, stove, my outdoor stove, and we're gonna fry some crabs. Let me get myself together. We'll be right back. All right guys, first things first, I wish I would have brought my fishing rod. They are showing out here because I don't have my rod. But anyway, we are going to wash up our hands. Some nice clean water here. Towel. And yes, today we have live blue crabs. I found them. On my last seafood boil video, I didn't have live blue crab, so I couldn't find any, so I had to use what I was able to find. But today, we have live blue crab. They are in a comatose state because of the ice, but they are alive. In this state, you will be able to handle them more in a live state because they're sleeping. So I'm going to show you how I clean them and get them together while they're in this state, so that you're not afraid that they're going to bite you or anything, because they are asleep. Technically alive, but he's asleep. So I'm going to pull one out at a time, so to make sure that we don't get bit or anything. So we're going to start this process. Let's put that there. Let's get us some water. All right, the water is for washing after we clean them. And like I like to do with all of my seafood, I like to reintroduce it to salt because they come from the ocean and it kind of preserves the flavor. All right, so my crab is still alive, and this particular crab here is a female. No, this one is a male. This long stretch here indicates that it's a male. If it was circular, it would be a female. So let's get her cleaned. What you would do is you would just put some pressure on that back flap, pull that back, and just pop her open like this. Pop him open like this. You want to get rid of that. This is just organs and fat and stuff. Get rid of the mouth area. And this right here is what we call dead man fingers. I don't know. Leave in the comments what you guys call them, but I call them dead man fingers. That's actually the lungs. Just take that off like that. And you have successfully cleaned a live crab. So we're gonna put him into my water bath so that we can go back and wash him after we're done cleaning up the rest. All right, this is another male. Again, you just want to pull that back like so. Dead man fingers off. Gosh, I wish I had my rod. You guys should hear the activity in this water. Just put your fingers, fine. You can just scoop that out. A lot of people like the fat, but for this case, for frying, the fat won't be a good situation because we are going to fry them. So we're just gonna wash that out. All right, gotta have all males. I was hoping there was a female in there. If I was to leave him for a little bit, he would wake up. But we're not here for him to wake up. We need to get this done as quickly as possible while they're asleep. We got a gator, we got fish jumping. It's probably bass or something because we have a lot of those peacock bass in our canals here in Florida. And they're pretty excited out there. All right, so dead man fingers off. Got some fat here. We'll just rinse that off in a moment. Another male. I thought we were gonna have an educational moment here, but I guess not. I'll give you a better look at what I just did after you flip that up. All right, dead man fingers. Just pull that out. And we're gonna wash that with some fresh water. We got a female. All right. So like I said, this one here with this long piece right here would be a male, and this one here with this rounded area would be a female. Got it. Come on, yo, gotta hurry. She's actually moving, and I can't get my okay, there you go. All right, so once you pull that flap up, and this goes for male and female, you would put pressure in this little hole, this little crevice right here with your thumb. Hold the back leg down with the other thumb and just pry it open like that. Dead man fingers off. They come off very easy. You just pluck them off. And face. That's, I don't even know if that's what that is, but I believe so. They know I'm not prepared. That's why they're doing that. I don't know if y'all can hear that. They are really showing out. This yellow here is fat Had these been steamed or cooked any other way besides fried, it's actually pretty good. And you can eat that too. Alright, so we are on our last one. Same deal, last go around, pull that back, flap, finger in the crease, thumb on that back leg, and open. Dead man fingers off. And we got the guts. Alright. Okay, if you're just now joining, this is just a little bit of salty water. Because like I said, I like to bring my seafood back to life, not literally, but just flavor wise. So we're just gonna wash them up really quick, get as much as that fat and stuff off. It's not really a big deal to get it all off, you know, but you can. Now we are eating, we are gonna fry them, so most likely you will be, you know, eating, you know, around the legs and stuff. So you want to make sure that you actually wash the back of them as well for any sand or anything else that might be on the shell. All right. By far, this will probably be the part that takes you the longest, is actually cleaning them. But frying them is going to be a breeze. You don't understand how excited this has me. Give me 1 second. All right, so we just washing up a little bit. And if you're home in your sink, obviously it would be a lot easier, but we ain't about that easy life. I like to be outside and just enjoy everything that the outdoors have to offer. All right. I am gonna go back with fresh water and finish washing them up. And when I say fresh water, I mean clean water after this. Well, again, thank you guys for joining me. Hit that like button for me. Leave a comment. Let's talk. I enjoy talking to everybody in the He literally, if he was any closer, he would have jumped on the bank. Jeez. Yeah, they know. They know I don't have my rod. Okay, to speed this up, and this is not something that you have to do. I'm just gonna break them in half, like this, so that I can get in there a lot easier, so I don't take up too much time. All right. Because this process really is not. In all honesty, this part here will probably take you the longest. All right, let's just break these in half. And we are going to rinse them off. I guess I can use my kitchen scissors. That would be helpful. Let's just do it. All right. We also have a lobster that I am going to fry. But before we get to that, let's finish washing this up. Let's get a little closer to the water. Run up on us a lying gator. All right, so now this bath here is not gonna have any salt on it, and we're just gonna wash it up without salt. Where are you guys watching from? Me in the 305. Where y'all at? Cali been showing a lot of love. North Carolina been showing a lot of love. We even had somebody from Dubai in our last video. I welcome everyone. Welcome. Can't leave out Sweet Home Alabama been in the building too. Yes, thank y'all. I thank y'all. I love y'all to pieces. Y'all already know that. The support is just amazing. Amazing. I didn't know that there were that many people that would be interested in something that I did before I started documenting what it is that I do. And I'm so happy that I'm able to share this with y'all. So happy. All right, so we have them cleaned up. I'm not gonna put them back in the water because I need them to be pretty dry when I go to put them in. That little bit of water ain't gonna hurt nothing. I need them to be pretty dry when I go ahead and put them in the batter. We also have this beautiful Florida lobster, and this is quite simple. We're gonna use the kitchen scissors, and we're gonna cut straight back. Straight back. Push my finger in here. So that we can expose the meat so we can fry it. Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened to me today. And I am so, I'm not shocked, but I am so honored with the fact that I was even noticed by one of the biggest networks on TV. I don't know if y'all watch the series or the episode or the what is it? What would you call it? Yeah, the TV series on Discovery Channel called Naked and Afraid. Yes! Naked and Afraid emailed me with a cast call, and they would like for me to join the next season of Naked and Afraid. Yoke Gang. I would absolutely love to be involved in something with Discovery Channel, but the naked part is what I'm not okay with. I'm not okay with being naked on national television. But yes, Discovery Channel, Naked and Afraid, reached out to me, and they noticed us. They noticed us. If it wasn't for y'all pushing my videos, commenting, I mean, just with all the support, the algorithm would not have pushed it to the max like it's been pushing it for this television network to have noticed us. We did it. We did that. Thank you. All right, so we have our lobster exposed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull it up out of the shell. I'm not gonna take it completely out of the shell for presentation, but it will sit like this. Like this when I'm frying it. You know how they do it on Food Network. Soon we're gonna be on Food Network too. All right, so it would sit just like this when I get ready to fry it. But before that, we got to wash her up. We put a little bit of salt on her, give her a bath. And she would be ready. Let's wash the shell off. All right, you don't want to expose your seafood to a lot of water because just like fish, I don't know if it's the right term, waterlog, but I know wood gets waterlogged, but it just seems like it does something to the meat or the flesh of your seafood when you expose it to too much water. So our lobster is ready. Our crabs are ready. We're gonna sit this in here. We're not gonna be pre-seasoning this. We're not gonna season it because we're gonna season our flour when we make our batter to dip them and fry them. So let me get my Yukon outdoor kitchen lit, my grease hot, and we're gonna fry some crabs and lobster. Don't go far. Y'all already know we gotta wash up. We'll be right back. All right, so we're lit. I usually like to let my pan get kind of hot before I add the oil. It's on medium heat. Once the oil gets hot, I'll reduce the heat so that we can have a nice golden brown. We're not too level, but it's okay. So let that work. Let me close this up for we attract what we don't want, which is flies. Remember, anything you pack in, please pack out. We gotta keep our outdoors as clean as possible. Oh, juice. Well, we're just gonna put that there until we get ready to go. Let me wipe this up. Just a little crab juice, that's all. Okay. What was that? That was a big ripple. Okay, so I know that there's many ways that you can do this. You can make a wet to dry batter, meaning you have your buttermilk, your flour separately, and you would then go from wet, meaning your buttermilk, into dry. And depending on how crispy you want it, you do that back and forth until you create layers on your seafood for the crispiness or whatever. Let me cover this up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an actual batter. So we're going to do the flour water mixture together to minimize, just making a mess. So I have my flour here. We don't need much flour because we don't have that many crabs. That's about enough. I eyeball a lot, so you can play it. This is probably a little less than half a cup of flour. Now I'm going to season my flour. We're not going to put salt in it because Tony's Creole seasoning has a lot of salt in it. It has 340 milligrams. So I think this would be enough, and seafood does not take a lot to taste. All right, but y'all know I'm a big I'm big when it comes to flavor. So season your flour to your liking. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon pepper. A little bit of garlic powder. Oh, that's flying everywhere. a little bit of onion powder. A little bit of chili powder. And we're gonna put a little bit of Old Bay. Oh, Old Bay has 140 milligrams of sodium. I like Old Bay, so we're just gonna sprinkle just a little bit of that on there. Like that. You mix it. I'm gonna have to use my tongs because I left my spoon. That's all right. Make do what you do with what you got. All right. Now to this, I am going to add water. Preferably cold water. This water is room temperature, but it's fine. And you just mix it until everything comes smooth. No lumps. Just keep mixing. So now you have a seasoned batter. I know them bugs be tripping me out. Okay. She's kind of smooth. Now, there's no egg or no milk. There's nothing like that in here. If you want to taste it to make sure that your salt is okay, make sure you do, because you don't want to get done and be like, dang, I should have added some salt. So don't get that far and realize that your food don't taste like nothing. All right, I don't need my grease to get too hot, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. So it's on medium low now. It was going for the last few minutes on medium, and it's on medium low. Okay, that looks nice and seasoned. So I'm just gonna taste a little bit. It's perfect. With no white salt, no added salt. All right. I keep looking back because I just cannot believe how much activity is going on in this water. I can't believe this. Okay, so let me see. Let's do a quick heat check. And how I would do that is just add a little bit of dry flour to it and see how it sizzles. If I have any left in here. All right, see, it made a little sizzle, so that's letting me know that my grease is hot. All right, we have our crabs. Let's keep part of this covered because I don't want nothing to come in. Now, crabs, as you can tell, they're pretty hollow. So it's not gonna take long at all for this to cook, at all. That's just fat. Like I said, you can keep that on there. It's not gonna make or break anything. It's flavor. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna introduce my crab to my batter, like so. Let's put a few in here. like so. Just make sure they're all coated nicely. All right, let's see how it does in the grease. Now, because it's wet, it is going to potentially make a big, what do you call it? Boil when you add it, because obviously there's water in here and flour, but just don't freak out. This is not going to take long at all. One more. All right. So while that's getting itself together, let me get myself together, because obviously I'd have messed up the churches. No, I didn't. Let me show you how I'm gonna improvise. Make some minor adjustments because I forgot to bring something to put the crab in. Oh, there's a bee. Put the crabs in when they were finished frying. So I just put my clean crabs back into my clean cooler so that I can put my cooked crabs into this Tupperware here. And by now, I can guarantee you they're about done. Let me put a little bit more. Oh, this smells so nice. Just give it a quick little flip. Again, if you wanted a more crisp finish, you would do the wet-dry combination like I was telling you before. Instead of mixing the flour with the seasoning, you would do wet flour, and that would give you more of the crunch. But I like to appreciate the flavor of my food and what it is that I'm eating. So this is enough batter for me. It is such a beautiful day today. It was kind of overcast earlier, but it is so nice. We got the sun getting ready to set. I mean, what better? What better? All right, that's been what? A couple minutes. When they turn red, it's pretty much how you know that they are cooking, but you can't judge it off that too soon, because as soon as crabs hit water or any temperature that's different from what the temperature is that they live in, they are going to change color. So just because they turn red off rip don't mean that they're cooked thoroughly. Take a peek. Let's turn this one over and let it go for a little bit. I need to turn my fire up just a little bit. So we got low, a little more to the medium side. So in between low and medium, but closer to the medium side. And my my stove is a little wok, but it's okay. And this one face down. I'm missing a few legs. See how my grease is kind of down towards the bottom of the pot? Okay, that's been about 6 minutes maybe, roughly. Or no, I'm ahead of myself. Put it in the mind of like a flash fry. You know, not fry like you're gonna fry chicken long, but a flash fry. Okay. That should be good enough. They are beautifully cooked, beautifully fried. Look at that. Ooh, I'm so proud. All right, let me get my next batch into my batter and we'll be right back. So, get a few more. Probably could put 5 in here this time. Bathe them up real good. Bathe them up, bathe them up. All right. Let's head to that grease. Gotta watch these birds. I gotta watch him. He's been sitting there waiting on me to fumble. I don't know if he eat crabs, but he's smelling. He's smelling. All right, remember I was telling you about face up and face down? So this would be right side up. This would be face down. The meat is mostly exposed on the top side, so we're gonna put them on face down. All right, so now it's steaming. It wasn't doing that earlier. Fire was a little low. Remember the little hot grease? We all been caught by hot grease before sometime in our life. All right, so this is how they look. Again, I told y'all I don't like the batter to be too thick on it because I want to actually taste my meat or recognize what it is that I'm eating and not just a bunch of breading. And that's that, just that simple. The longest process of all this is actually cleaning it. And if you clean it with while they're sleeping, you don't have to worry about them actually fighting you, because we all know we've had an encounter. Well, whoever likes seafood has had an encounter before, 1 or 2 times with a live crab. I know I have. So we have 4 2 whole crabs left, so it's broken into 4 pieces, and the lobster left. I think I'm gonna fry the lobster up before we get to that, because I'm anxious to just see how that's gonna look. See? He keeps trying to catch me slipping. All right, and I said about 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes too long, and they'll be perfect. Perfect. Again, thank y'all for joining me, because I enjoy doing this for y'all just as much as the ones that click to watch enjoy. See how they look under here? Yep. Now that's perfect temperature. Look at that. Just go ahead and flip it. Don't mind those little bits. That's just from the last batch. It's just the flour that came off, or the batter that came off of the last one. Let it get 2 more minutes and we'll be able to pull them out. So don't go far. All right, come look. Ooh, they're so pretty. I think I put this one in first, so let's take them out in the order that I put them in. If I remember correctly. Remember. And if you stack them, if you don't have enough room and you have to put them one on top of each other, kind of like stand them. Kind of like stand them up like that so the oil can drain off of them onto the paper towel and not directly on the crab that's underneath it. Or that goes with anything that you're frying, because it'll make whatever's under it soggy from the oil, the excess oil that's dripping off. So kind of arrange, you know, the food that you fry in a manner to where it'll get onto the napkin and not on to the neighboring piece. All right, let's cover that up. I said we won't do that lobster. Let's do this lobster. All right, so we cut it out of the shell. I made a slit on both sides so it could be out evenly, and we are just gonna coat it in all this goodness. Like so. There's no need to put the batter on the shell because you're not going to eat the shell. But try to I guess if it's going to make it pretty. Just do that side. Let's get some of this and pour it up here. All right, everything's covered evenly. Let's head over to the grease. All right, I only have 2 hands, so I'm gonna have to walk it over. I'm not gonna be able to hold that bowl as well. Just a little popping, that's all. Turn it down just a little bit because my grease is getting dark. Now for the lobster, I would say let it go for about 5 minutes. 5.5 minutes, because it's the flesh of the lobster is a lot thicker, and you want to make sure that it's cooked thoroughly. You don't want to consume anything that's not thoroughly cooked. But I think that's gonna be so pretty, so pretty. But what y'all doing? Talk to me. Let's get those few people. I'm not gonna say few, but we average about 200 people in my premieres. Let's get 200 people in the live chat. Let's talk. Let's, you know, don't be shy. I'm just Yo. Don't be shy. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have no comments to really talk about. But to all my positive comments, thank y'all. I know y'all probably saying, man, all she do is thank us and tell us how she loves us to pieces, because it's the truth. It's the truth. I really, really do thank y'all and appreciate y'all to the fullest. Let's look at how the shell is curling. The shell is curling because of the heat. And that's fine, because what we're going to do is we're going to flip this right over it after we're done, and it's gonna be so pretty. You see there? See how it's still raw in the middle? So you definitely have to let it go a little longer. The grease might not be high enough. That could be an issue too. And for me, another trick when frying, you don't want to keep turning it and turning it and turning it. The more that you turn it, it's going to cause your batter to become weak and pretty much fall off of whatever it is that you're frying. So whenever you put it into the oil, you want to make sure that you leave it while it cooks on that side. Once it's done on that side, flip it to finish the cooking process on the other side. If anybody has a better way, let me know. I'm open to all suggestions and tips because I love the kitchen. I love the kitchen. Yeah, how about that? How about y'all include in the comments what recipes would you like for me to add my twist to? What would you like for me to cook? And I will definitely put my spin on it, and it will be on the channel for y'all to see. How about that? I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. All right, so that we can get some action on the back, so we can get it cooking on the other side, I am going to see if I can flip it. Without causing too much destruction. There you go. Look at that. Now all these pieces are just batter from the crabs. No worries, that's just extra seasoning. Yes, my pot is a little shallow. I should have had a deeper pot, so I'm gonna have to fold it. Dang it. I hope it doesn't mess up my presentation. Yo, gang, I'm gonna have to split it. If not, it's not gonna cook all the way inside. Man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split it because my pot is not deep enough for one, and the oil is not completely covering the lobster. And I don't want it to overcook on the outside and not cook all the way on the inside. But that's okay. I hope that answered the question. Well, yo, what do you do if? That's what you do. You just improvise. And this is my reasoning for having to cut it. If you look in here, you can tell that it's still not cooked all the way through, but everything around it is becoming very brown. So what I am going to do is I am going to split it down the middle. Like this. See, it's still raw in there. And we are going to turn it over on the other side. Had my pot been bigger, it would have been a success, but we have to make do. And look, exactly what I was just telling you about maneuvering too much while frying. You're gonna lose a lot of your batter. See how it's just falling off? Because we're moving it around too much. So it's making the crust wet. Even though the oil is already liquefied, if you leave it, it won't come off. The more you play with it and maneuver with it, it's gonna cause it to come off. It's gonna make it weak. Well, Yoke, why you keep touching it? Because I got it. I need it to cook all the way through. Well, y'all understand why it looks the way that it looks now. That's my bad. My bad. Completely my bad. So we're gonna let that go for a little bit. I have 4 more crabs. These gnats. I have 4 more crabs to fry, but while we're waiting for that, I'm just gonna clean up some and we'll be right back. All right, so while we were waiting, I put my crabs in the batter just to get a little head start. And you know what? Let me wipe this off so I can take my lobster out. And we are going to have our lobster join our beautiful crabs. All right, so I don't think this will be considered deep fried because it wasn't submerged all the way, but it is fried. I wanted to do the whole presentation with the lobster, flip back over the shell, and you know, that nice bit. But hey, I guess it looks like a ram. Hey, it does look like a ram for my Ram truck. All right, we got 4 more, and this should not take long at all. Probably got about maybe 20 minutes left of sunlight, so we gotta wrap this up. And now we wait. Gotta clean up. Cleanliness is very important when dealing with food. So let's do that. Clean up a little bit. We might have a couple more minutes left on that before we have to get moving with that. I gotta flip it, but I want to wash this first. A little bit of soap, paper towel, no biggie. All right, let's flip that. All right, good. A couple more minutes. Should be good. Y'all don't pick at my paper towel roll. Shout out to the Haitian mummies in La Haiti. They'll hook you up every time. Y'all see Fred? He's back. He actually stopped for a picture. Check him out. Nature. All right, let me get my crabs first. Burn them up. All right, so they've been in there long enough. Can't tell you how long. But you can pretty much look at it and judge it. He is cruising. All right, turn my fire off. All right, fire's off. Yolk gang, there it is. Just that simple. We have fried blue crabs and fried lobster. These are just pieces of the flour that was at the bottom of the pan, but y'all already know we got to go in for a taste. Look at that. How good does that look? I love seafood. If y'all know me, quickest way to my heart with food and a firearm. Perfect amount of seasoning. Very good. It tastes like lobster. You can chew up the legs too, because they're fried. They're pretty crispy. They're not as hard as if you were to like boil them or whatever. That's too much work. Wash my hands right quick since I put that in my hand. We're gonna use our scissors to cut us a piece off. So here is my fried crab. Like I said, all these little pieces, fried lobster. My fried lobster. So we're gonna cut us a piece and we're gonna taste this. That's so hot. That's good. I should have made some sauce too. I wasn't thinking. All right, so the next go around, we're gonna fry something else, but I'm gonna show you my secret sauce. It ain't too secret because I know everybody and their mama know, but I'm gonna show you mine. It don't even have a name. I just call it sauce. Roll yolk gang. God, that is good. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Y'all know I love to eat. I really enjoy cooking. I love bringing you guys out here with me on my little outdoor extravaganzas, let's say. We're not running after a hog. We eating today. We eating. Hey, make sure you check out www.yokgang.com. Pick up a t-shirt. Hey, and another thing, I got some new designs coming out for you guys very, very soon. And I am excited and I am proud of them. Billy, thank you so much for putting those designs together for me. I love them. So, y'all, stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. If you have subscribed to my Shopify store for the notifications, you will be notified when those will be dropping. If you have not, make sure that you do so you do not miss out, because everything I put on there goes so fast. And again, I am grateful. I thank y'all for the amount. Next time we come out here, I'm bringing a rod. So we're gonna cook and catch. We may not clean the fish that same day, but we're going to catch these fish. Thank you guys again for all the support. I hope you guys try this recipe. If you try it, make sure you let me know. DM me some pictures on Instagram. Tag me in them. I enjoy to see, you know, everything that you guys do. Bring me along in your journey just as I have brought you along in mine. I love you guys to pieces, but this is where it ends. Yo, gang. Peace.